I had a dream last night. Um, there was actually, there was so much spiritualness in this dream. And it really always gets me. Like, whenever I have dreams on nights that I would think I would never get something like that, right? But I did. Okay, so, in this dream, uh, I, okay, the first part of the dream, because I woke up off and on, right? And the first part of the dream, there was fire tornadoes outside. But I was in like a trailer. I wasn't in my apartment. I wasn't where I live at, right? And I was gathering everybody in the trailer. I was like, because I looked outside and I was like, oh no, I was sleeping. I was sleeping at first, right? And then I looked outside and there was tornadoes and there was like fire in these tornadoes. And and I always get dreams like this where I pray them away. And at first I was like scared. I got everybody, I was getting my children and stuff and I was moving them somewhere. I was like, oh, we need to, I was like, there's nowhere to go because I knew it was a trailer. I was like, it could just be picked up and tossed, right? And I was like, there's nowhere to go. And all of a sudden, because I think because and um in my spirit, I was like, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? And realization came to me to cast them away, to command them to go away, to pray them away, right? So I did, and they stopped, and the sun came out, right? And but there's so many of them, and I've had dreams like that before, but there wasn't fire in those other ones. But I've had dreams where I had to pray the situation, better. And in this that happened, I also lost my cat. Um, my cat either ran outside, something happened to one of my cats, right? He disappeared. I'm thinking he got out the door. I've been looking for him everywhere, right? And this part kind of got me because in the dream, I don't know, this is a different part of the dream. It didn't have nothing to do with that part, right? Um, but this was a different part, and he comes up to me and jumps on my bed with me, like, and then that was it. Like, he, I don't know if that was the Lord letting me see him because he knew I was hurt. And it was only for a brief second. And which kind of messed with me even more because now I'm thinking that he's not alive out there and he's not coming back. I never seen him. See, we've been here years and my cats are inside cats. But okay, so the point of this is anyway, um, that the Lord cares about the little things with us. He really does. He cares. And some people might not believe in certain things or believe God would do certain things or allow certain things, but he's always been like that with me. Because he loves us. You know what I mean? He died for us, that he loves us. Even the people that were crucifying him, he said, forgive them for they know not what they do. He knew they didn't know what they were doing. They were just doing their jobs, right? And but yeah, so that's the thing. The Lord does care about us, and he cares about the little things. He cares when our heart hurts, or even when we don't know something, and like all in our experiences, we run and we jump and get on camera, right? And I was thinking about that too. Some things, how do we know the Lord don't want us on some things? That's what we should always pray about to the Lord and ask him if he wants us to reveal or make a video about what he has shown us or told us or whatever, you know what I mean? And the Lord will say yes or whatever, you know? And, but I think some things are just between us. Like, we have our own relationship with the Lord, and he does care about the little things. And some people's like, oh, he only does this for you or only shows you this. It's going to edify the church, you know, and it's for the whole body. But sometimes it's just for us. Honestly, sometimes it is. And are we willing to keep it to ourselves, or are we going to have the motives of one? Because I've been here, I've been there where I've jumped on camera to share my experiences for other people. Be like, look what the Lord's done for me. You know, he loves me. Da, 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 you know what I mean? And it's like we're putting ourselves on pedestals. Yeah. And some things, I think, even between like a husband and wife, or, you know, a relationship, some things are just for y'all, you know, some things are between two people, you know. And I think that's why we need to ask the Lord, because are we saving anything just for him in our relationships? You know, is there anything that's private anymore? Because we already got things on our devices and stuff like that. Is anything private anymore? Anyway, I love you, family. Pray you guys have a blessed day. If you don't know the Lord, please come to the Lord and get to know him.